Have you ever wondered why the Philippines matters so much to China? Why does a superpower thousands of miles away focus so intensely on these islands, these waters, and even the fishermen navigating them? What makes this small archipelago such a critical piece in a global chess game of power, resources, and trade? The answers lie in geography, economics, and the strategic importance of the South China Sea. The Philippines, with over 7,000 islands stretching between the Pacific Ocean and the South China Sea, occupies one of the most strategic maritime routes in Asia. Its waters are rich in marine resources, with vast deposits of natural gas and crude oil hidden beneath the seabed. More importantly, the South China Sea carries over $3 trillion in trade annually, making it one of the world's busiest and most important shipping corridors. Whoever controls these waters has influence over global commerce, energy routes, and the movement of goods across continents. This is why China sees the Philippines as a gateway to regional dominance and a critical pillar in its broader ambitions. China bases its claims on the controversial Nine-Dash Line, drawn in 1947, which encompasses nearly the entire South China Sea, including waters legally recognized as part of the Philippines' exclusive economic zone under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. In 2016, the Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague ruled in favor of the Philippines, invalidating these claims. Yet Beijing continues to occupy reefs, build artificial islands, and fortify military installations. Tensions have escalated recently, with Chinese ships colliding while chasing Philippine vessels and repeated harassment of Filipino fishermen trying to sustain their livelihoods. These acts not only challenge sovereignty but also threaten the freedom of navigation in one of the world's most important trade corridors. China's ambitions extend beyond territory to political influence. For decades, Beijing has supported leftist movements in the Philippines, including the Communist Party of the Philippines and the New People's Army. Even during periods of diplomatic warmth, China quietly backs alternative political forces to gain leverage over future leadership. Thousands of Chinese nationals have entered the Philippines through legal and illegal means, including outsourcing, bribery, and smuggling, fueling fears that the country could be turned into a surrogate state or even a province of China. Despite this pressure, the Philippines is not alone. The United States, under the Mutual Defense Treaty and the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, continues to support Philippine defense. Japan provides Coast Guard ships, radar systems, and joint military exercises. Australia and South Korea strengthen security and economic partnerships, while ASEAN neighbors such as Vietnam and Malaysia coordinate quietly to resist Chinese maritime dominance. This network of allies underscores the critical role of the Philippines in maintaining regional stability, sovereignty, and the freedom of global trade. History has shown the resilience of the Filipino people. From over 3 centuries under Spain, 50 years under the United States, to 4 years of Japanese occupation, the country has faced foreign domination yet survived. Today, a new challenge arises, as China applies economic, political, and military pressure. Yet, the spirit of resistance remains. From asserting independence to defending sovereignty, the Philippines has always found ways to endure and fight back. China's broader ambitions are clear. Through its Belt and Road Initiative, Beijing extends loans and infrastructure projects across Asia, Africa, and Europe, often creating long-term economic dependence. President Xi Jinping envisions a modern Chinese empire, reclaiming global power with control over the South China Sea and the Philippines as a key strategic point. The recent collisions at sea and harassment of fishermen illustrate the aggressive approach of China in achieving these goals. As Napoleon Bonaparte once warned, "Let China sleep, for when she wakes, she will shake the world." Today, China is fully awake, and the Philippines, though small, sits at the center of a superpower rivalry between Beijing and Washington. The question remains: will the Philippines stand firm with allies, defend sovereignty, secure trade routes, and chart an independent future, or will China's rise dictate the outcome? The courage, unity, and resolve of the Filipino people will determine the answer. So the next time these seas are looked upon, one must ask, is the Philippines prepared to protect the islands, the fishermen, the waters, and the trade that flows through them? The choice is not only critical, it will be remembered in history. If this video helped to understand the situation in the South China Sea and the Philippines' strategic importance, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay updated on more insights about global power and regional conflicts.